Gosh, how long have I would use the word badgering, badgering you to make it back to Boise?
For
Like
years, and yeah, I've contacted the authorities. There's nothing we can do about this. Restraining orders. No, we are here. It's so good to be here in Boise with you.
So good to have both of you. We had a little time last night just to catch up on life, and it was just fun to hear what's going on with y'all. Matt, I mean, what's going on with this new album you've just come out with?
We are so excited, and we had a lot of time over the past couple of years, like a lot of people did, on our hands. And so we really wrote a lot of music. And Say Goodbye is one of those songs that came out of that. And we're still writing more. So we are really looking forward to letting you guys hear a little more of kind of the diary of our lives for the past couple of years. So it's just super exciting, and I love the creative process. So it's just so fun.
Wow.
And yeah, there's some good songs in there. So
and the two of you've known each other since what, nursery school?
Yes,
Just about.
from we were born in the same hospital. No, that's not true. Yeah, but since probably
school.
like
It was
fifth,
middle
fourth,
school for
fifth
me.
grade
He's
ish.
2 years ahead of me. So
Yeah.
middle school, I think you were just in high school, and we sang in choir together during high school. And then after graduating high school, we were never super close friends. We just knew each other. But then after graduating high school, we both started working at the same Starbucks coffee shop. And it was in that coffee shop that we first started playing music and writing songs. And we would get bored because it was before it was this huge company, and people in Texas didn't really know about it. And they didn't want to pay $6 for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's like, why would we pay $6 for a cup of coffee when we could go down the street and pay $1 for a cup of coffee?
So they would, we'd have 2 hours where there was almost nobody. So we'd just pull out our guitars right there in the store. We'd and people would come in, they'd order their drinks, and we would make up songs about their drink orders. And
That's a great start.
That's kind of the roots of our songwriting. And it was actually my wife. I met my wife at that same Starbucks, so I owe a lot to that coffee shop.
So do you own stock?
Maybe.
Beanstalk.
But my wife, she became one of my best friends there. But she was going to Dallas Theological Seminary. That's why she was in Dallas. And she needed a band to play for a missions conference they were having. And she saw us playing there in the store to customers and asked us if we could put some music together, and we did. And
That was our first real gig.
first concert.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I noticed you've got your Starbucks today. What's,
We got
You gots to.
What-
you know?
what-
there's
what
some
do you have,
local
Matt?
coffee here, I'm sure.
So we're pretty plain and simple. This is just a blonde Americano. No
Yes.
sugar, no cream,
The
no
blonde roast. that
no
gives you a
whip,
little extra.
no
Yeah.
just straight
Josh?
up.
just an Americano.
Wow.
So when I first started working at the coffee shop, I got all the fancy stuff, frozen and whip and all that stuff. And the longer I was there, the more I realized if I have this every day, it gets really expensive for one, and it's going to add up. So I started trimming it all out, and very simple now, just black coffee.
Good.
Cool.
That's good stuff. You guys gonna sing for us a little bit here?
We'd love to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I understand you actually have like a medley of like your big hits.
It's like 3 hours long, but yeah, it's no. I'm just
There are
kidding.
a lot
It's
of
only
hits,
7:11.
Dave.
We got the time.
All the songs.
How long? How much time do you have?
Well, as long as we need to. We've got more with the Afters. In fact, when we're back with them, we'll be hearing that medley live right here on 89.5 KTSY.
All right.
Wow, it works.
It worked.
Okay, so we're gonna kick out the news, boys.
Yeah,
Matt's
take that
a little,
tape.
A little long.
Can you do all that here?
Do that and do that. That's fun.
I'm just so grateful to be here.
I'm
been talking
grateful that
about
you
it.
came.
We've been talking about it for so long.
I know.
So awesome. So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Melvin's next. These guys are gonna sing next. Okay, guys,
Yep. Check 1, 2. Oh.
Let's do. So.
Oh, because we're doing the medley, yeah. to breathe.
Oh, cool. What videos are on? Is it these? Okay. What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? Just hanging out in Boise, Idaho.
At way too early in the morning.
6 a.m.
Wait, is it 6? My watch says 7. Are we in?
Oh, 7.
Oh,
See, it's not as bad as I thought. Dave, what time do you come in every day?
No.
What time do you come in? Oh, 5. So what's bedtime?
You would think it'd be early, but it was 11:30 last night. A night guy who plays the morning.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
5, 12, 16, 3.
Okay.
My favorite mics to mic an acoustic guitar with. C414. They are
Yeah, I
the
like
best.
Too. Yeah, love 'em. So when we wrote these songs, we wrote to sing in keys to sing at 6 a.m. Lower them just a little bit. Yeah. We wrote them at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon. There's times that we'll have songs that we record, right, and I'm in the studio singing it, and it seemed fine. We'll go to play it live. And I'm like, how do I sing this high?
Usually ask him about that when you intro. Hey, I was going to sing it at 7:15 in the morning. All right, 20 seconds. KTSY. Matthew West, it's 7:17. We are Dave and Tristi with a very special morning going on.
The Afters are here in studio with us. Going to share some music with us this morning, live acoustic version. Hey guys, I'm wondering. I mean, it's 7:17 in the morning, so in good voice right now.
You know, it's starting to come back. We've had coffee, and when we wrote these songs, it was middle of the day, so we didn't write them in keys to sing in the morning. But no, we're excited to be here with you guys. Thank you for this, and
Being here.
we wanted to play all of our songs, and Dave was like, "I can't play all the songs." So this is a hack. We found out a way to play most of the songs.
Okay, cool.
So this
I
is
love it.
a little journey through our years of music. We have 6 albums now?
Correct.
6 albums. So this is a little journey through our years of music. Every good thing, every heartbeat, and every day we get to breathe. You are the reason for anything that lasts. Every second chance, every life. Life is so sweet. You're the reason for every good thing, 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 every good thing. You light up the sky. You light up the sky to show me you are with me. I can't deny, no, I can't deny that you are right here with me. Open my eyes so I can see you all around me. You light up the sky. You light up the sky to show me that you are with me. You lift me up when I am weak. Your arms wrap around. Your love carries me, so I'm letting go. You lift me up when I can't see. Your heart's all that I need. Your love carries me, so I'm letting go. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Here's my broken hallelujah. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Here's my broken hallelujah. You're fighting my battles. You're fighting my battles. You're fighting my battles. Oh, you're fighting my battles. You're fighting my battles. You're fighting my battles. I will fear no more. Whoa, I will fear no more. You're my courage when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength 'cause I'm not strong enough to win this fight. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I will trust you, Lord. I will fear no more. Sing, oh, I will fear no more. Sing, oh, I will fear no more. Well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done.
89.5 KTSY. That is the Afters. Matt and Josh live in studio.
Oh, it's so fun. We've got more with them coming up in just a moment, so keep it here on KTSY. So 2-hour rotation until I figured out you were finally coming.
I noticed our streams of it just skyrocketed.
Nationally, they're like, please stop. I'll pay you to stop.
There was a whole petition to bring back the website, MySpace.
Well, I mean, there's no reason you can't cover your own song and say my Facebook girl.
I saw your picture
On
on TikTok.
There.
Seriously.
We both went to that. We both went there.
That's
But how do
really
you?
funny.
We'd have to say like they don't have a top 8, and that's like
No.
part of the hood.
What do they
Yeah,
call
but
them?
Instagram
They're
has the
Reels.
9.
No, Reels is
You just
Instagram.
have to think of a new.
Instagram has 9.
Well, like your top 9 at the end of the year because it's a square.
My
and a
top 9.
Oh,
number one.
Okay,
nine. Not like people though. It's just
Yeah.
pictures.
Right.
That's right.
Huh.
Hmm.
I mean, you could kind of do that.
Do you have like a favorite song that you've made up about people's coffee orders? Like I'm having a vanilla latte. Make up a song about my vanilla latte.
Well, so that's something we do in our shows.
Oh.
So we do a section where we strip down to an acoustic thing, and sometimes I'll talk about working in a coffee shop. And I'm sure you guys are wondering what that's like. And so why don't somebody just yell out your drink order?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And say, what's your drink order?
It's a iced vanilla latte.
Iced vanilla latte.
So this is what it'd be like. You walk in. Matt would be wearing his green apron, register,
Mm-hmm.
and you would say.
And then I would sing some ridiculous
And then he would make up some
rendition
song
of
with that.
yeah.
Ooh, baby.
We
Joshua,
Are you volunteering to do that?
no, I'm not.
Matt
I'm not.
loves to do it.
I'm not volunteering to do anything
We
right
do
now.
different themes. So
Right.
sometimes it would be
Rewrite.
like R&B. Sometimes it would be opera.
Oh, so we throw a genre and a drink at you, and you would just just.
Dance, monkey, dance. You know.
That's what it does. He's also the world's best whistler. which is-
Well, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
It just
got some whistling skills.
sneaks out of there.
Hey,
when
for
I'm
those watching
not
on
expecting.
Facebook, if you want to throw out your drink order, maybe we'll have them sing. Just put it in the comments below.
What's your favorite? What is your drink?
I'm with you. I'm an Americano. Yep. So is Grady. I got him on this one.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. You don't have all the milk.
I realized that if
close
I
your throat.
had that much sugar and whipped cream and all that stuff, I was gonna have to get new clothes to stay at that Starbucks.
I realized.
Like, oh, this is
I realized
expensive.
when I started working at Starbucks, I am lactose intolerant.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I-
I know it is.
I never. So when I was young, I realized now that I didn't drink milk because it made me feel sick. But I just like I didn't. It just didn't process with me. Then when I started working at Starbucks and drinking those milk drinks, it was like, oh, wait a minute, I see what's going on here. I also realized it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized I was also allergic to cats. We had a neighbor left, their cat got out, and I scooped him up in one arm to, keep him okay. And as soon as I picked the cat up, my arm was just like itching like crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, how did I make it all the way to adulthood, not realizing that I
All
was
these
allergic to
years?
cats?
I thought every time Matt came over, he was just really emotional. My wife's like, he's such a sensitive guy. He's always up and, no, it's the cat.
So you're dog people or just animals?
You do have a dog.
We do have a dog, and she's hypoallergenic.
Hi,
because
Robbie.
I think I actually, yeah,
Have you
and
met his dog?
Have I met his dog?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
She brings her girls over to swim all the time in the and she brings their little dog named Macy Jingle.
Yeah.
That's
Macy
fun.
Jingle.
We work together, but we're really friends too.
Yeah.
Mm,
There,
that's the best.
what is it?
I hope you guys do.
Oh, we do. That's why we're still making music after all these years.
Yeah.
I think it's the
It has to
secret
work.
of our longevity.
Actually like each other.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go through a hard season, it's like, well, we can get through this. And then
Oh goodness, we're on, kids.
a lot of people give up in those seasons, and then so
Maybe we'll go there.
and you can just
89.5 KTSY and Big Daddy Weave. It's alive. 7:28. We're Dave and Tristi, joined by Josh and Matt of the Afters.
Woo!
It's so good to have you.
so good to be here.
Man, I tell you what, we were talking about earlier how you guys before the afters, you were the
Before and after.
baristas.
Baristas, yeah.
baristas
the
at
baristas.
at Starbucks, you would sing people's drinks.
Yes, and you know what that's like. You know, a
And
singing
you're just gonna keep
barista.
on wondering.
He's
I'm
like,
gonna
no
put Matt on
way.
the spot. So, you know, people would come in the store, and we'd be behind the counter. Sometimes we would have a guitar on, and you'd walk up to the register and you'd order your favorite drink. So, what's your favorite drink?
This morning I'm having a latte.
So I would be at slinging lattes, and you'd walk up to Matt. He'd have his little green apron on,
Oh, yeah.
and you'd order an
Uh-huh.
iced grande vanilla latte, and Matt would go.
This was really an excuse to not work. As I think back on it, it's like,
It's work
mean,
of a different kind.
You never knew what the theme was going to be. Sometimes it could be polka. Sometimes Matt was a big fan of R&B stuff, and so sometimes
so it
he'd
might
channel
be
his inner
that.
voice to men.
So what was it again? Grande
Ice grande vanilla.
vanilla latte.
And I'd like it in polka, please.
In polka.
He wasn't
You don't
thinking
get
No. So iced grande vanilla
latte.
latte.
Yes,
Iced
yes,
grande
sir.
vanilla.
Yeah.
Ice grande vanilla latte, please Joshua, oh let it be. Drink up in that cup, and for Dave. That didn't really rhyme
No,
though.
you're rhyming is bad.
It was
My favorite is when
it
you
was
pull out
going.
the R&B ones. So if it was R&B day,
If it was R&B, it would just be freestyle. It would just be freestyle. It'd be like,
Right.
ooh, Josh, need a grande vanilla. What was it again?
Latte.
As he
Vanilla latte. Oh yeah.
as he gets older, his memory's slipping.
I love that. It's so versatile.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Those times, and it really was like the roots of a long-lasting friendship too in the group. I mean, for all these years, Matt's been just the dearest friend.
Really
Our
have.
families are so close, and
That's cool.
I think that's what's gotten us through all these years. We've been a band for over 20 years now.
Man.
Yeah, we started in '99.
Yeah,
I think.
and so the music is a great excuse to hang out.
Uh-huh.
So even during hard seasons, because every band there's hard seasons like everything else, and in the hard seasons, it's like, well, we still want to hang out, so we should still make music.
Yeah.
But God continues to bless it, and but I'm grateful for those friendships.
Man, if you are just tuning in, you're thinking, who's on with Dave and Tristi? It's the Afters. It's Josh and Matt,
Yeah.
and we are thrilled to have you guys. The new album just came out, and I remember watching. I mean, I stalk you on Facebook all the time, but just watching how you're saying we're going to go writing. We're going to go do this, and what's that? Say, okay, we're going to write. It's like something
Yeah.
you purposely do.
Well, so a lot of our writing is so organic. It's just talking about life, and a song comes out of it. That's most of the time what happens. We'll be in the room just talking through things that we're going through, just hanging out, having conversations like we are right now, and then a song will come. Our song "I'll Fear No More." We were literally just sitting around talking through some stuff. Our drummer was having panic attacks and wanted to know if any of us relate. And I've gone through seasons of that when I was younger, and kind of told him some of the tools that I had to help through those seasons. And we're like, oh, this is the song we need to write. We need an anthem. What would we want to sing over our life right now? I will fear no more. And so a lot of the songs just come out like that.
That's amazing. And then that gives us an anthem too,
Mm-hmm.
because there are seasons for us, and there's a way that music can speak into a moment that no other thing can.
Yeah.
Even the closest of friendships. Really the only person who can speak into that is the Lord, and He so often does that through music. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Because so much of what you played a little earlier, your med.
Mm.
Like, oh, what's the Afters? Oh, that's the Afters too. I like that one. So it's been a blessing to have your music in our lives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Truly. If you didn't know this already, we are streaming everything right now on the KTSY Facebook page. We're going to throw the kids up at the microphone once again, have them do another song here in a few minutes. And I also was just going to make an official announcement.
Okay.
The Afters performing at Partacular in Twin Falls this summer on August the 14th.
Woohoo!
So
You
the
guys.
whole thing, yeah.
I'll see you again
Wait.
soon.
I know you guys didn't know about that or anything, but anyway, so stay with the afters next right here. KTSY.
People were signing things while you were in here. Out there.
Deal with,
That's funny.
I'm gonna bring my. Will you be there?
We'll be there.
Yeah.
It's our event.
How far is that from here?
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. Going
Yeah,
here
let's
next.
do it. Let's do the
What do
new
you wanna- What do you
song.
want to do next? I'm
New
hoping to-
song.
I'm
New
hoping
song.
to pump 2 more songs out of you before the hour's
Oh.
Oh, two more. Two more. What should we do?
Well, we'll just say goodbye.
Obviously.
We just played them all.
Not
you know,
all.
I actually had that thought, like, what are we going to do next?
I really don't think it's a bad thing to do that medley again, just in a different context. I mean, it's 40 minutes since anybody
Actually,
heard it.
You know what I would love? Would you do the very last song that was in the medley?
Well done.
Well
Well
done.
Done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you do that one?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Do that.
That would be awesome. A very, very good friend of mine. That was a song that he used at his wife's memorial, which I'm sure is a lot that way.
Yeah.
His family, dating back to the 70s and 80s, they opened Christian Supply
Oh, wow.
and ran that for years and years until they sold the family bookstore like in 2010. Just the neatest people, and her passing was out of left field. You know, avid.
What?
I don't know if I know what the actual, or if they know what the actual thing. It had something to do in her brain, something bled. They were at the
Oh.
water park, and she just had such intense pain.
Oh my gosh.
Rushed to the hospital, and within 24 hours, she was gone. She
Oh
had just been a
man.
tennis match. I mean,
Way.
yeah. You would
Life is crazy, y'all.
yeah.
Gosh.
That is heartbreaking.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
Are you going back more interview, or are you doing songs?
We're doing
gonna have
songs.
them do a song, and then
Should we do well done right now or say goodbye later?
no, let's do
Just
well
say it.
done,
Okay.
At the end.
and then we'll say goodbye with say goodbye.
Oh, okay. Well done next.
What will it be like? What will it be like? Well done. Welcome to the place where you belong. Or, well done, a good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like? Hey, what's up?
Hey, Colin, don't forget about us. Hi, Colin.
Hi. You guys have kids? Just for kids?
I have 3. My daughter's 18, and then my boys are 14 and 12.
Four. And 10, so a boy is 10, and then 14 girls, and then I have a son who's 18 too.
We're gonna get there. Dave's 15 years ahead of me. He's got 3 girls. I've got 3 girls. So
Oh wow.
yeah, we sit here sing songs like, help.
Yeah.
What are their ages?
Mine are 14, 10, and 6.
14, 10,
Teenage
6.
years are
I know something. Yeah. So far, she's fabulous. Really nurturing her. But I know I was pretty crazy. So she'll have to go through it. And they all, not crazy, but just like God has to relate to that.
Yeah.
But he's good to do that.
that's a great. They're all great. Ages.
Yeah, good. Well, and you spent a lot more time with them over the last couple of years. Did that influence your guys' music?
Oh, it's inevitable. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's inevitable. It
Oh, 10 seconds, kids.
Am I starting? 89.5 KTSY. We are messengers with Dave and Tristi. It is 7:39.
And we have live in studio with us this morning. A total treat to have you guys here, and it's work for your muffins that we brought in.
That they're not eating.
Well, afterwards.
Well, so often when we hear songs on the radio, we're not always sure who sings them. And as you guys were doing your medley a little earlier, which you can catch if you go back on YouTube or Facebook if you didn't catch it earlier, there are so many songs that y'all have done over the last couple of decades that have just been a part of our lives. And if you haven't realized, that is the Afters who are singing that, so we had to pick a favorite.
Yeah, this next song is really special to me because a very dear friend of mine, Don, who lost his wife, it was a song so meaningful to him at that time too, and I said, would you guys do that song for him? And it's well done.
Yes. What will it be like when my pain is gone and all the worries of this world just fade away? What will it be like when you call my name in that moment when I see you face to face? I'm waiting my life to hear you say, well done, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like? Tears are washed away. Every broken thing will finally be whole. What will it be? Standing in the presence of a love so beautiful. I'm waiting my whole life for that day, and I will live my life to you say, well done, a good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like when I hear that sound? All of heaven's angels crying out, singing holy, singing holy, singing holy are you, Lord, singing holy, singing holy, singing holy are you, Lord. With all the choirs of heaven, we're singing holy, 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 holy are you, Lord. I'm waiting my whole life for that day, and until then I'll live to hear you say, well
Sisters in studio with us this morning. That's well done.
Mark your calendars now. Park Hope Fest in Twin Falls on August 14th.
Yep, we're live streaming it on the KTSY Facebook. If you've got questions, feel free to put them in there. We'll ask them. Right now, this is Crowder in the house at 7:45.
Wow, cool. Worship in the middle of that, y'all.
Man, that song
Thank
gives me
you.
goosebumps every single time. You know, the first time I heard that, I was just in tears because you took me right to the throne, man. Oh. So good. So good. We'll have you share that when we come out.
We do a lot of work with them now. We're big ministry partners with the BGO. Yeah. With Will, we're going to we're doing a run of events in Australia in May.
Cool.
And then have more things. Italy coming out.
Oh, yeah. Italy.
My wife's going on the 14th.
Do you get to take your families along in the luggage, or?
I don't think my wife will let me go to Italy without her. Now my son is skipping his high school graduation to come to Australia.
Well, I mean, after the last couple of years, kids are
Why
kind of like,
not?
I guess some people don't do graduation. I mean,
That's true.
people had to miss
that's
it.
True. Huh.
I said, I'm going to turn this down to come to your graduation, and unless you want to come with me. And he said, Dad, the coolest story ever would be that I skipped my graduation.
Ultimate senior skip.
Okay.
All right, stand by.
.5 KTSY Crowder on that with Dave and Tristi with the Afters in studio.
Yeah, Josh and Matt are with us this morning. If you've been listening for a little bit, they just sang the song live. Well done. Yeah. Josh, you and I were talking about just now. You had most of the song. You hadn't quite finished it yet, but there was something that was pretty powerful that came along.
I started writing this song just thinking about the people in my life who have lived this life well. People I look up to, mentors. My dad was one of the people, and he left this world way too soon. So I started writing this, based on the story where, well done, my good and faithful servant.
Yeah.
Those are the words that we long to hear from our Savior someday. And I've had so many people come up to me after shows and say, I don't think I'm worthy of ever hearing those words.
Oof.
I don't think I'm going to hear that. And I just, my encouragement is that's the beauty of the gospel, is that Jesus has done everything for us.
Yes.
And so got stuck writing the song, couldn't finish it, and it just kind of sat on the shelf for a while. And then on the day that Billy Graham passed away, I was watching the news, and they were playing his sermons right there on mainstream news, all the networks. You're hearing about Jesus. And I thought, if you live a life where on the day you die, you're broadcasting the gospel, that's a life well lived. And if we get to heaven and it's really, really congested and there's traffic everywhere, you can either blame the Californians moving in, or you can blame Billy Graham for telling everybody about Jesus.
I love it.
But that's what this life is about.
I love it. I love it. You get to hear it often from people what your songs mean to them. Rob on our Facebook page says that Fighting My Battles was a great song for him when my family was facing being homeless and my faith was being challenged.
That's awesome.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Thanks for
Thank
that.
you.
For that, Robbie.
You guys have a time where you've had to kind of lean into something you wrote in a different season, but then as life has progressed along, I mean, we've all had a lot of challenges recently.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any song or just a situation like that where you guys have kind of just had to like Rob said, you got to kind of hang on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I'll Fear No More has been kind of that for me because throughout my life I've always struggled with anxiety and didn't know really how to handle it and didn't have the tools to deal with it in a healthy way. And so that's definitely been a song that has been like a song for me. And it just knowing that, okay, God is in this with me. He's in control right now. There's no surprises for him. And that he's with me even when life gets really hard. And so that's been definitely a song that means a lot on a deep level.
It's funny, like, I know that your listeners, they listen to Christian music because it brings them to a different place. And you might think it would be different, but we actually use Christian music in the same way, that like everybody does. And I mean, I'm not a person who, struggles with depression all the time, but when I do, I just pump up the Christian music and it really does put me in a different headspace.
Yeah.
And music is this weird thing. It has a subconscious effect on you. Like, even if you're not aware, you might be listening to, mainstream music all the time, and some of that is probably fine. But it does have a subconscious effect on you. And if you switch to music that points you to Jesus, it makes a big difference.
Well, they're seeing conscious effect of the things that we spend our times doing on our phones. Like if you're on social media all the time, they're finding, especially young girls, they're seeing this with a lot. The comparison, it really affects their self-esteem, rates of depression high. Imagine if instead of putting all of that into your brain, you're reminding yourself, no, I'm loved by God.
Yeah.
You are beautiful, you are wanted, you belong, all these things that we need to hear, instead of feeding our insecurities and feeding lies about us that just aren't true.
Yeah, so good. We're hanging out afters. I know you guys have to leave at 8.
Before you go.
This is such a beautiful place.
Oh, it's been fun having you. We're going to take a quick break, and then I think it would probably be apropos if your last song was Say Goodbye.
We'll say goodbye with
Stand by. More at the afters coming up here on KTSY. Where does that leave us? So we're going to come out right after the spot block. So we are on in 2 minutes, minute and a half.
Oh, perfect.
So, man.
Okay.
Get your capo in the right spot.
Go West, young man.
Oh, now there you go. Takes you right back.
Dave, what have you done with social media stuff? What is your
Boy, it was so early on. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I mean, they're good kids, and so we never really saw there being a problem. That I have a middle daughter, Emma, who you met last night. She has a TikTok page because she does a keto thing, and she's got like 250,000 followers.
Yeah, she's kind of an influencer.
I was in the presence of an influencer celebrity,
and
didn't even realize. That's amazing.
Well, so are we.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool, though.
Depends on what you call.
Yeah.
So she's into the keto thing.
Wow. Yep.
Really cool.
So.
What about you? What kind of limits? All of that kind of thing.
So we didn't let any of our kids have anything until they're like 16. Like Instagram.
Someone's messing with my screen.
So my daughter she finally did recently get an Instagram. But I monitor all their
Brian?
and
I need my screen.
and if it
We're
gets
on in 60 seconds or
Real
less.
strict limits on it.
Josh, Joshua just loved it.
My wife, being a marriage
We
and
can't do
family
this right
therapist,
We can't do this right
She has
now.
a lot of teen clients who, and when you see the stuff that they deal with, and this comes from what they're hearing about themselves and starting to believe about themselves based on what they see on social media. Yeah, it's hard. So we time quite a bit.
That's good.
But ultimately, as a parent, you're just training your kid for the day you're not
25
there,
seconds,
right?
we're on,
That's right.
guys.
Oh,
And then you have to trust them.
yes.
Yep. Let's say goodbye, y'all.
.5 KTSY 755. We are Dave and Tristi. What a fun hour it's been having Josh and Matt from the Afters hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Any before we hit the last song, anything you want to say to the treasure in Magic Valley?
We just love this area so much. It's seriously the most special areas of our country, and we just always love coming here. This is a place my kids always want to come with me. When I go, like my son was like, I can't believe you're up there without me. We love to go to all the hot springs and hiking.
Yeah.
And it's just a great area. So thank you for what you guys do. I know these last couple of years have been so crazy, and you're bringing the hope and light of Jesus at such a needed time.
Well, and thanks for coming back. They're going to be here for Parktacular Hope Fest in Twin Falls on August 14th. And until then, we'll hear your latest song right now. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Yeah. And this is a brand new song. You know, there's so many things that the world tries to define us by, and a lot of them are negatives. You know, there's things like our past, the mistakes that we make, and those aren't what do define us. You know, the shame that we have about things, that's not what defines us. The things that define us are a child of God. We are loved by God. You are wanted by God. You belong with God, and He loves you more than you could ever know. I love in 2 Corinthians 5:17 when it says, when you belong to God, you're a new creation, and your old life is gone, your new life has begun. This song is really about leaving behind all those toxic things and stepping into the life that God has for us. It's called Say Goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye. If your thoughts are like a storm and you can't stop the rain, if you're carrying your past like it's a ball and chain, if you feel like it won't get better, there's hope, don't you dare say never. Step out to a brand new. Say goodbye, goodbye to the enemy's lies, goodbye to the fear inside.
Say goodbye,
goodbye to the shame you hide, goodbye to your life.
say hello to born again, say hello to love that never ends.
You can leave the past behind, looking straight in the eye. Say goodbye,
Say goodbye, say goodbye.
goodbye.
Say goodbye, say goodbye.
There's mercy like a you can sail away. Untie the rope that's holding you stays. This freedom is weather. You don't have to wear a sweater.
Nothing like the feeling when you finally
say,
say
goodbye, goodbye to the enemy's lies, goodbye to the fear inside.
Say goodbye,
Goodbye to the shame you hide, goodbye to regret-filled life.
say hello to born again, say hello to love that never ends.
You can leave the past behind, looking straight in the eye. Say goodbye,
Say goodbye, say goodbye.
say goodbye.
Say goodbye, say goodbye.
Oh, that pain is not who you are. It's who you are. are. It's not who you are. It's loved. That's who you are. That's who you are. Oh, God. That's who you are. That's who you are. Say goodbye. Goodbye to the enemy's lies. Goodbye to your inside.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye to the shame you hide. Goodbye to regret life. Say hello to born again. Say hello to love that never ends. You can leave the past behind. Look it straight in the eye. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Say hello to grace. Hello to love.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Say hello to freedom.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Just shout it out as loud as you can scream it. Believe it. To the old me, I say goodbye.
5 KTSY. Thanks for sharing part of the morning with us,
Thanks
guys.
so much for having us. We love you guys.
And we'll see you back this summer.
Can't wait.
in
Yes.
Twin Falls.
Right, you guys. Can we get a couple pics, Kai, before you guys all have to go? Awesome.
Flat.
In Seattle, that is intense, y'all. If you don't stop. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I know. I wasn't kidding when I said bad.
Yeah, well, and you're back in August, so, and you're going to be in the fam? Really? Nice. Okay. Awesome. That's right.
You should join us. We're going to either come early or stay late, and maybe do a couple nights.
Hey, y'all want to say hi to my kids? Look, they're in the car.
Oh, do a wrap up online?
This is the after.
As soon as they're done doing that.
And Tessa. And Tally's like, no way, I'm not going to be on the.
Tally. Hey, Tally. We see your hair.
Have an awesome day at school, lovies. Oh, there she is.
there she is.
Love you guys.
All right, so we need to do a wrap up for our online.
Oh, great.
Oh, let's
The big
do
show.
like a wrap up.
Yeah.
Wrap up. Matt,
He's like,
I
cute
know some
Matt.
old DC talk raps.
I love rap music.
Oh.
Always have and always will.
R.A.P.
That's
Come on now.
That's awesome. All right, so see if there's any. There were no new questions. So, guys, thanks for coming.
That's it. Yes,
Man, thank you guys.
All right.
when you get to
So
be
fun.
home. You got a lot of
Friday.
stuff going. Okay,
Good.
Friday.
Friday.
Home for the weekend.
Yep.
Nice.
We'll be home for, we got a couple weeks home.
Yes.
And then back out.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, may you feel like you're at home in different
Thank
places that
you.
you stop, and just know that
Thank you.
what you guys have done and the work that you're putting in is making an eternal difference. So, thank you for what you do.
Well, we so appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we really do.
We hear the stories. That's because of you guys playing music and continue to do this, and
Yeah.
and it's so missional. It really is so missional.
Let's go home.
All
Get her done.
Yeah.
right.
I love it.
So, whatever camera. Oh, we're right there, guys. Thanks for watching online and hanging out with us. Well, nice job, Josh. Yeah. All right.